Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to today's session. So today we shall discuss on large language model engineering, what is semantic kernel, and what are embedding large language models in production apps. And we should also explore how organizations can, move beyond experimentation and actually embed this large language models into real world, scalable, and production applications. So we are shifting from simple prompt AI demos to structured engineered systems and semantic kernel. So this session will give you a better clear understanding of what semantic kernel is, how does it work, and how can you use it to build intelligent and enterprise grade solutions. So today's agenda, as we have discussed, we shall cover all this in the next 15 to 20 minutes. We will start with understanding of what semantic kernel is, then explore what are its core architecture components, and then we shall move into how do we build production ready AI applications, and we shall look at real world implementation patterns, and finally we will close with deployment strategies and what are the best practices. I'm sure by end of the session you will have a clear model of how to design a scalable AI system using semantic kernel. So let's discuss what is semantic kernel. So semantic kernel is Microsoft lightweight open source SDK designed to integrate large language models directly into applications. So what really makes it powerful is it supports multi-languages including C, Python, Java, and it is model agnostic. In the sense, it is not locked only to a specific large language model vendor, and it will act as an orchestrator for AI workflows, tools, and agents. So instead of treating LLMs as standalone chart tools, semantic kernel will embed them as first class citizens. And you move from prompt engineering to AI application engineering. Yeah. So we shall see what are its core components. So at the heart is the kernel. So this is the central orchestrator. Think of it as like it's a brain that will connect your LLM's functions and business logic. And next are plugins. So these are reusable skills and functions that define what your AI can do. And they will help structure capabilities like summarizations, classifications, or decision making skills. And finally, when coming to memory component will enable semantic storage and retrieval. This allows the system to remember context, past interactions, or organizational knowledge, making the AI smarter and more contextual over a period of time. So, together, these components transform the raw AI models into structured intelligent systems. Now, we shall move on to product deployment. So deploying large language models into production is not just about functionality, it's also more about reliability. So semantic kernel supports critical production features such as robust error handling and fallback strategies, and it will rate limiting for cost control and performance stability. So logging and monitoring for observability is also taken, and secure credential and key management. So this will ensure your AI application doesn't just work, it will work safely, predictably, and at a scale under real world conditions. Yeah, so now let's discuss our real world patterns. So in practice, semantic kernel supports real world architecture patterns. So the first will be agent framework, which will allow autonomous systems to perform tasks independently with decision logic. So the process framework supports event-driven workflows such as ticket automation, content generation, and multi-step reasoning. So these patterns will allow you to build AI solutions that behave less like chatbots and more like an intelligent business systems. So that is where we can see our real world applications. Now, let's discuss what are the best practices. So, to ensure success with semantic kernel, following these best practices are followed. So, cache responses to reduce latency and cost, use structured logging for transparency and debugging as well. Implement robust testing strategies designed for scalability from the initial first stage. So these principles protect your system from the beginning, and it will help them grow as a usage grows moving on. So these are the few best practices that are followed for semantic kernel. So as we have seen how semantic kernel acts as the bridge between powerful LLM capabilities and real world production systems. It will empower teams to build AI applications that are maintainable, scalable, and enterprise ready. So this is it about a bit introduction of semantic kernel. What are its core components? As we have discussed, kernel, plugins, and memory are its core components. And we have seen the production deployment as well. And what are key features that kernel supports in production. And we have seen what are the real world patterns, the frameworks, the agent framework, and the process framework. And these are the few best practices so far. So thank you for your time and attention. So this is for today's webinar session. See you all in the next week webinar. Please do share, like, and